28 options. Menu narration option is set to off if selected.
It was once just an idea until breaking ground in November 2016, and now here it is in all its glory. Spectacular SoFi Stadium here in metropolitan Los Angeles. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the LA Chargers. On the visiting sideline, their head coach. These guys are playing extremely well, 8-2 over their last 10. Across from him, Charger head coach Jim Harbaugh. His guys ready to feed off the energy in this building as they try to win one in front of the home crowd. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway here in Los Angeles. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. On the ground, this is Amari Hampton. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 15 carries, 57 yards.
They're coming off of back-to-back wins, and I think a lot of credit belongs to this guy right here because, to me, he's not only carried his weight, he's carried a few other guys along as well. He's helped draw defensive attention away from not just him, but open things up for his teammates, too. So if this winning streak is going to continue to have some legs to it, he has to remain effective and put together another nice game.
When you talk about this Chiefs defense, now, they've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
And this is what we talk, game inside the game. Top 5 passing offense versus top 5 passing defense. I wouldn't be surprised defensively if they change up coverages a bit more than usual to try and combat what they expect to see.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Time to see what Patrick Mahomes can do here with his first possession. The quarterback out of Texas Tech getting set to lead this KC Chiefs offense.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there? 2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
They'll give him 4 yards there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. At the 28-yard line. They go play fake. Mahomes. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a 1st down.
I felt that one all the way up here. How about that big man laying out and making that catch?
Yeah, that wasn't a 180-pound wideout. That was tight end. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. The Chiefs at 9-4 now on the year. They've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 34-yard line. A good pickup there, 22. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be 2nd down. Clock running under a minute to go in a scoreless first quarter. At the Chargers' 28-yard line. Now a give right side. Chambers. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. great play there. His 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator and what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Herbert off of play action. They'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Fryermuth. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10.
At the 43-yard line.
Herbert going to give to Hampton. And that's going to be good for Chargers first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
A gain of 12 yards.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll work inside here. Hampton. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. That's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 29-yard line.
That's another Chargers first down. First and 10.
Herbert.
29-yard line.
He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. A great effort there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from drawing level. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Chiefs offense and Xavier Worthing set to take over once more. And as we play out the final stretch of games, he entered our contest here as the NFL's leader in receiving yards. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Now Mahomes. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time out looking to repeat that, Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down.
Partner, that's excellent timing right there. Breaking off the route and being able to hit it right when he stops.
Throwing now is Mahomes. We'll get this complete to Worthy. It'll be a gain of 5. And it'll be second down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
6-yard line.
Now here's Mahomes. And he fires one incomplete.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver. And it results in an incomplete pass.
Now it's Mahomes again.
is incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had. Thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. So a big play there on 4th, and now 1st and 10 at the 30. Mahomes now to throw. Got a man over the middle, Worthy. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws the quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. Takes 2 to tango. They'll run on 1st down. It's Chambers. And the Chiefs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. His strong running gets him to the 9-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the defense, as he'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Mahomes will do it himself. And it's caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Touchdown, Darren Waller there to make the grab. And the Chiefs will take the lead here in the final minute of the 1st half. For quarterbacks, there are a number of ways to measure a good statistical season. This is one of them. That last touchdown pass, his 30th on the year. Touchdown. Here's Butker on to kick it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Chargers offense and Justin Herbert getting set for this next drive. And he's in the midst of a very solid season, currently 2nd in the NFL in passing yards. Going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. And right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And they'll find the open man. That's complete. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. This guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. Over the middle, complete. That's Johnston. Oh, he's brought down, and remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick.
23 more yards. That's another Chargers 1st down.
And he quickly clocks it, and they're going to have a good shot at getting 3 here before the break.
A 36-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he commits on the field goal here.
What a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with Mahomes under center, anything's possible. Watch out for the deep ball. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Xavier Worthy as time expires in the first half. And the Chiefs will extend their lead on the final play of the half. And that touchdown grab has officially solidified his historic season as record-breaking. He now has the new NFL standard for the most receiving touchdowns in a single season. Congratulations. All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Chiefs offense and Patrick Mahomes headed back onto the field. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
and they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And he'll be brought down just shy of 45. 56 yards rushing for him now to this point. From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4. Mahomes going to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Chambers. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
What about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
Now a handoff up the middle. Chambers. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
You got to give kudos to the offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Mahomes to throw. That is caught. And the Chiefs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And this time he is in. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Chiefs take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. And that touchdown's going to put him in double digits now for the year. It's his 10th rushing touchdown of the campaign. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is up to 18 now. Chiefs hitting pay dirt. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Chargers offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. He had the touchdown pass earlier, adding to his impressive season total as you take a look at the NFL leaders in touchdown passes at this point in the season. The Charger drive about to get going. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing, and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. That's to Amarian Hampton out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
A gain of 12 yards. That's another Chargers first down.
Now Harris. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. In motion, the tight end. Back to throw here, Herbert. It's brought in by Harris. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 26. A big play there on the catch and run. And the Chargers are going to get themselves a fresh set of downs here.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He gets it to Johnston. And it's considered for a Charger touchdown. Quentin Johnston, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Chargers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. All right, so this one not quite over yet. Back to a 2-score game, CD.
Yeah, and you've still got 4+ minutes to go, so when you think about comebacks, it's happened before. Now, it hasn't happened often, but you've got to think to yourself, let's be the next great comeback story and play this one out.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
They'll start on the ground, Etienne. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 16 yards right off the bat, but a 1st down.
A gain of 16 yards. And a 1st down, Chiefs.
Etienne once more. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Up the middle they go. It's Chambers. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. On 3rd down, it's Chambers. And he will have the Chiefs first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. On 1st down, Chambers.
Another carry for the running back. Elijah Molden on the tackle. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 27-yard line.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. ETN up the middle. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 40 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Straight ahead, ETN. And he will have the Chiefs first down. And that's the one that should seal the victory. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and minicamp. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
Another run on 2nd down. Try to cover up. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a 3rd one.
Yeah, now from this spot on 3rd down, I think he'd probably throw it here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. They won't even send in a running play here. I don't.
And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Touchdown,
Travis Etienne taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Chiefs are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this 4th quarter lead.
His kick is good.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is up to 18 now.
17. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. The LA offense ready for this next possession. This game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
30-yard line.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. That's complete to his tight end flyer move. And they get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
yards. And the Chargers.
One last throw here for Herbert. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
Were you trying to get crazy with this thing? Don't you know I'm loco?